Welcome, brothers, to another show. Today we got the good brother E.Dean Cole of Atlanta Lights. How you doing today, brother?
I am winning, my man. I'm winning. Thanks so much for having me, man. Thanks so much for wanting to collab with me in the first place. I appreciate that, bro.
No problem, no problem. So tell us a little bit about yourself, brother.
Um, Born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia. From Atlanta. I'm a Grady baby. Um, my father is an immigrant from Sierra Leone, so I have that like first generation African thing going on from the U.S. But I was mostly raised by my mother's side of the family, and so I'm born and raised in Atlanta. I'm a middle child, so I have an older brother, and I have nothing but brothers. I don't have any sisters. I have an older brother and I have a younger brother. And about me, man, I'm an open book. I try to motivate people. I try to educate people, inspire people. I'm a natural born go-getter. You know what I mean? I sound like I'm doing a job interview. So tell me. So that being said, I'm an open book. You know, we can talk about everything, anything, whatever you would like to know, and what some things that people would like to know about me. Because on my platform, on YouTube, all I do is I teach about business, entrepreneurship. I teach about finance. I vlog my travel experiences, traveling the world. That's how we end up linking up. Actually, linking up into the best online community for black travel, I swear, on everything is Black Men Travel. Because there's so many other groups out there and they're very catty. And I'm just gonna be straight up and down. And one thing about me is I don't lie. I don't dance unless I hear music. I don't scratch my head unless it's itch. So like I'm 100% honest. Thank you so much, Bobo. And the best travel group, hands down, is Black Men's Travel. I mean, the camaraderie that's in there is like none other. And I'm in so many other groups on Facebook and on WhatsApp. The amount of education, information, and also camaraderie and love I get in Black Men's Travel is not like anybody else's. There's so many other ones out there, real talk. Black Men's Travel is the best out of all of them. That's how we end up linking up, so.
I appreciate that, brother.
Yes, sir.
Most definitely. So tell us, currently, right now, we are in Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic.
Yeah, we're in beautiful Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic.
Okay, so what gave you the initial idea to open up a restaurant called Atlanta Lights in DR?
That's so funny, right? So, long story short, I actually have a really long, in-depth video talking about it, and I can give you the link to drop the link so you can see the whole story and whatnot. But my real business is I'm a business coach. I'm a life coach. I'm an entrepreneur. That's my real job. As a restaurateur, that's something I started later on. You know, this is something I started now. Like I don't have any. This is our first franchise. So this is our flagship location. The next, like you and I was talking, the next location, God willing, is gonna be in Medellin, Colombia. God willing. So that being said, my real job is I'm a business coach. I'm a life coach. And what got me to do this business was so many of my clients was like, Dean, it's a pandemic going on. I can't start a business. I'm like, now is a perfect time to start a business. Like, what do you mean? Whenever there's an epidemic going on, whenever there is crisis going on, if you can steady your mind and get your finances together, this is how the rich get richer and how the lower class become upper class. Because now everything is on sale. It's a fire sale. Like I stole the condo that I got on the ocean. I stole that price-wise. This location, I stole it. It was so good for me to get the best labor, get the best quality workers because so many people had shut down. And it's because I believed in myself. You know, I had a proven strategy of success. And like I said, I'm a business coach and a life coach. It was easier for me because of my mentor, but I wanted to show people how easy it was by doing one of the hardest things there is to do. Like they say, is to buy real estate and also start a restaurant. You did? So I was like, I can show you better than I can tell you. So being bored, being stuck on the island, because you know how people are stuck in Colombia and they can't leave, I was stuck here because I was actually about to leave and go to Las Vegas. Believe it or not, I was actually about to move to Las Vegas and start up a couple of businesses there. But when the airport shut down, I was like, okay, so what do I need to do? What can I do? And then I found this location because we've been open for 5 months. So during the pandemic was when I doing a lot of renovations. I did a lot with contracting, getting business funding, and that's why I want to tell people like banks didn't stop lending during the pandemic. As a matter of fact, started lending more. And so I was saying that this is the best time for you to start a business. So that's how I end up starting this. Now, history like this right here is called Arvis Jr. Rum Punch because of my grandfather's Arvis Jr. And so I come from a culinary background with my grandmother. Like my grandmother was illiterate. But if she was literate, she would have been a head chef. But she just got as high as being a cook for the Ebenezer Baptist Church, the biggest Baptist church in Atlanta, Georgia. And so a lot of the recipes, a lot of my style, a lot of how we do our stuff here, it comes a lot from my grandmother. And so that being said, this is just her. I actually feel like this is really her dream that I'm doing in the middle of what in the middle of my business. I'm just kind of doing something that I feel like she would like to do. So like I said, this is fun for me. I don't look at this as a job. I look at this as like my little fun thing. But my real job is being a business coach and a life coach.
And let me ask you this. Being a expat entrepreneur, did you run into any roadblocks open up your business here?
Oh, did I? Do I? Yes. Yes, I was surprised at the type of roadblocks that I ran into. I ran into the gringo pricing. As a matter of fact, while you guys was prepping, they were actually laughing at me about that because they gave me a nickname here, Mafioso, which means that I'm very strict. It made me very serious about money. Most gringos or most people, when they come to an island like this, they splurge. They're like, yeah, whatever it costs. They charge us extra for everything. Everything is double price or triple price. They call it gringo pricing. But for me, I'm like, no. I would say things like, dame Dominicano precio, give me the Dominican price. I would do my research because I'm a business entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a business coach, so I know how business is supposed to be run. I understand the difference between wholesale and resale. And here you have to understand the difference between wholesale, resale, and gringo pricing. So that was one of the first issues that I ran into was people trying to take advantage of me when prices is concerned. The second thing that I ran into, surprisingly or not, to be 100% honest, is the jealousy from other expats. The being envious from other entrepreneurs. Now that hit me, that shocked me. I'm not gonna lie. That completely shocked me. Because I feel like the white supremacist mindset, that what we call the matrix mindset, we're supposed to leave in the United States. That's why a lot of people left the United States. That's why I left the United States. I didn't leave the United States to start a restaurant. As a business coach and an entrepreneur, I could work anywhere I wanted to work. And I said, I'm tired, and I was depressed, and I felt very unsafe as a black man, as a strong black man in the United States. So I said, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna be an expat. I'm gonna live somewhere. And so what shocked me was how a lot of people can not be in the location of the United States, but in their mind have that Jim Crow, that Willie Lynch mentality of trying to tear down somebody else. That completely threw me for a loop, because I thought if anybody was going to support me, it was going to be that community. But unfortunately, a lot of envious jealousy and strife happened in that community for me, and that was a roadblock I wasn't prepared for. I was a little prepared, a little bit for some of the Dominicans trying to, throw up some roadblocks or whatnot, and I prepared myself for that. But one thing that hit me like a ton of bricks was the jealousy from my own community. I thought that it would be, now not all, it's not all. I want to make sure that I'm clear on that. I'm not saying that every last expat entrepreneur is just, there has been some that have stepped up in ways I never thought possible. I have some new friendships that I never thought would be possible with some very powerful men. Like for instance, I don't know if you had the chance to interview Mike or Breon, the owners of Undy. But Undy is the largest black resort in the world that I know of. They're definitely the largest black resort here in the Dominican Republic. And he and I have a tremendous, they and I have a tremendous relationship. There can't nobody tell me nothing bad about Mike or Breon. They like my brothers from another mother. They actually helped me to navigate a lot of the things that I needed to know on the Dominican side of things. But on the brotherhood side of things, the expat side of things, they dealt with a lot of it too. But like I said, not all. I don't want to make it seem like all, but it shocked me, just being honest. You know what I'm saying? So you asked me some of the issues that I had. those are some of the issues that I had, and those were one of the things that shocked me.